About My Money TV. It's your boy King Chaos, man. We back in the building, man. I told y'all I was coming with the content. I wasn't playing with the content. I'm coming with it. Salute to the money gang, man. Welcome back. If you haven't been here before, man, make sure you're hitting that subscribe, hitting that subscribe bill. Make sure you're hitting it where all post notifications is on, where you're going to see the content every time it pop up, man. We're going to be having a good time, man. We talking battle rap, we talking hip-hop, we talking a little bit of everything, man. I'm going to come in here and give y'all some different stuff, but we mainly going to be on top of the battle rap, and if that's what you want to see, then you're going to be rocking with me now. All right, Money Gang, I was really coming in here, man. My thoughts was, man, let me go turn this camera on, man. ARP and Jag and Surf and, the card ARP got coming up that they already shot, did the face off after the actual battle, which I believe is, man, is a dope content, that's innovative to kind of get a different type of reaction from the battlers, getting them after they already said they bars so they don't have to give anything away. I think all that's dope, so I was great coming here and talk about RBE, man, and ARP and all that, but before I was great to turn my camera on, man, True Foe and Drugz drops on the app. Boom. What we talking about? I'm about to turn my camera on, right? I'm coming in here, I'm getting everything together. I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I got everything. I get the notification, man. True Foe and Drugz and dropped on the app, man. So we gonna go ahead and talk about that, man. If you don't have the app, man, I'm gonna give y'all a few bars, man. I'm not playing, I'm telling y'all, man. True Foe and Drugz, man, was probably the best battle on Midnight Madness. Now, I know we haven't seen the Shuni. Excuse me. We haven't seen the Shuni and Fendi battle, and we still haven't seen it Just Cuz and Hustle. Everybody said they was phenomenal. They opened, they went crazy. I know they a little less known because we talking about Mr. Hustle, not Miss Hustle. Everybody know about Mr. Hustle and Just Cuz, but I'm sure Shuni and Fendi was a nice battle, but it was only one round. It was only one round, man. It was only one round. So I'm saying, just out of the content I've watched, I've seen the None and Snake Eyes. I've seen the J2 and Bad News. Both exceptional, great battles. If we was talking about a league, we'll be talking about a new league. So to put on two great battles that already came out, and then Lou Castro and Big T always have already hit YouTube. That's crazy. That's phenomenal for what would be considered a new platform. And the hype around Midnight Madness lent it directly to the first drop, which was Snake Eyes and None. So the Snake Eyes and None had so much energy behind it. It was crazy. The culture was, I ain't never seen a buzz like this for a battle like Snake Eyes and None. No disrespect. We have seen good promotion and marketing from both of them. I seen both of them respectively doing their thing. Snake Eyes always has a way to have his face-offs or his self in the media, so he does a good job of marketing himself in that way. Salute Tone, bro, and on the management end, because this is BMM. This is business, music, and management. This is bars, metaphors, and microphones. So I like the business. I like to be in the BMM, if I should say. So salute to Tone, bro, for handling that business. That's dope. But this was a different energy, man, with Surf, with the whole culture in, and like they were saying, for the battlers, by the battler, with the whole culture in on the battle, such as None and Snake Eyes. And not just that, it was really predicated off the Prestavia and Yoshi battle to begin with. So that all that energy lended itself to a great first drop, which was the Snake Eyes and None. Everybody, no matter what you thought about the battle, you thought it was a good battle. So that was dope. So now that energy transfers over to the next drops and the next drop. So they've been fire. Man. We'll get into each of those battles real quick. I'm not gonna do the breakdowns on each of the battles that I always win, but of course, Snake Eyes and None. I had Snake Eyes. It's on YouTube for free. It's on the URL channel. Snake Eyes won the belt in that one. First inaugural Midnight Madness battle that dropped. Bad News and J2 was a dope battle. I can see why Bad News won in the room. I can see, like all the controversy on both battles. I can understand the energy. If you haven't been out to an event and you be like, oh, the judges, if you don't feel that energy in the room, you don't always get, or it doesn't always translate to the viewing public on camera. I know a lot of us as fans, we listen to the battlers and we're like, man, whatever, this and that, and this was different, and on the camera, it really is like that for them, man. It's really different when guys is, feeling that energy in the crowd, and the crowd can perceive it different in that environment. So that's what the battlers are talking about when someone wins, or you look at it back and you got someone else. That can happen because in that room it can feel different. So each of those battles was dope. None of Snake Eyes, of course, everybody knows what happened with that. Bad News and J2, everybody know Bad News took that. I can see, either way, J2 did a wonderful job. The shout out to my Chiraqui homies. I'm not compromised, but I'm compromised. You feel me? Them is my guys. I'm from Nap. My family's from Chicago. So for Midnight Madness, I'm rolling with the guys. You know what I'm saying? But that aside, Big T is a legend. Big T had Lou Castro. Lou Castro came to play. Big T had, again, in my eyes, is a legend. But that first round, I think he got into it. I like how he came out, bubble baby. I mean, he had like the E40 type flow, unorthodox punches. But Lou Castro took that battle, and because I feel like Big T lost a lot of people in the translation, when you watch it back, you can catch more things. But in that room, the way he was rapping, unorthodox, kind of offbeat, kind of like the freestyles he was dropping on his channel on Twitter, if y'all ain't hip to it, but that's what it translated to me as I watch Big T and Lou Castro. So Lou Castro did his thing, man. He showed up. He was charismatic on the watch back. He was charismatic. The first time I seen it, he had dope lines. Everything he was saying was put together, so I appreciated that battle on both ends. Salute to the legend, but he lost that one. Lou Castro, of course, came away with the men's undisputed belt. And that's what it was, man. That's what it was. Thank you. Nah, but for real, man, let's get to what we came here for, man. I got the red lights on today. I had to turn on the red light for this, man. This is crazy, man. This battle, man, is crazy. This is gonna be argued. I'm in the spaces, man. I know everybody. People spending all day in the space, man. I be moving and shaking. I throw the earphone in. I jump in the spaces, man, and I be catching all the conversation. Right after the battle drop, I was agreed. Turn on my camera. I get a boom boom. Everybody's on spaces. Truffaut and Drugz are in the space arguing about the battle. Everybody has a split opinion on who won the battle. So the energy translated directly to real life. I'm not gonna talk about they back and forth. I'm sure somebody taped the space and the space was online. You can listen to it later, but they had a brief back and forth. They always going back and forth. I really think the energy from the battle translated to the internet after the battle was over and Drugz felt away, and rightly so. Anyone who, if you get your rounds out like you wanted to, you gonna believe you won, no matter what the judges say. Split decision, close battle. We heard it all. Drugz was getting online saying he won. Truffaut, of course, saying he won because he had the belt and the money. So that was the argument. So you can catch whatever they said on spaces if you want to. Me personally, I think the energy just transferred over to the battle, and that's what I'm attributing to. The battle was crazy, though. let's get into the bars. I know that y'all ain't seen it yet. Y'all want to hear a couple bars. What did they say? You know, what was it? So I got a couple bars, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with a couple bars if y'all don't mind. I gotta sip this wine, sip tea. Sip this wine, I'm OG. You hear me? Alright. Drugz come out first, man. I'm just gonna give y'all a couple bars that I caught. Drugz comes out the gate. The whole world is pushing P, but P ain't pushing you. Already, he's in that energy that we've been seeing from Drugz. He said, I put the knife in True, then watch it break inside. So I put the knife in True, like Intruder, and watch it break inside. He didn't have to, he said, he went to some bars about, you know, if he wanted to fight, if he was beefing, he was like, you know, he didn't even have to look for me. I was in the same hotel with the hustler, like I was R. Kelly. Or I'm butchering the bar, but he didn't even have to look for me. I was in the same hotel with the hustler, like R. Kelly is the bar, man. Boy, if you know the reference, you know what I'm saying. Each of these is just what I caught on the move. He had a bar. If you like the DC, he had the bar. I could tell it was true by the whip, like Wonder Woman. So he was like, you know, if he see him in the car, he can tell it was true by the whip, like Wonder Woman. He said I should split 4 and 2, like Star Trek. You know, so he has some haymakers. He has some dope lines coming out of the first. True Fold first, he came out. I believe this is his slogan, if I'm not mistaken. But in the room, the energy for it was a bar. It's a bar anyway, so you know everybody's slogan is a bar. So True Fold comes out in his first. I bang niggas, hang, you know, with the kind of AFG mode. He's like, I bang nigga, Hazel Street, Solid 4 gang member. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. He hit him with the real killers only known for one thing. And then he said, that sound, we move in silence. So, you know, he broke it down. He said real killers only known for one thing. And then he didn't say nothing. It was all quiet. And then he said they move in silence. You know what I'm saying? So real killers only known for that sound, moving in silence. He said, emergency. You should think of somebody to call. Because if I let it ring 911, I was shooting out of a Porsche. So he was like, emergency. You should think of somebody to call. Because if I let it ring 911, I'm shooting out of a Porsche. So, you know, basically, if he called 911 or if he's saying 911, he hanging out of a Porsche. He got into drugs and, you know, gang banging. Yeah. Then he got into, you know, he started out, you know, talking about banging, so he got into drugs, banging. The day that he was blessed in, you know what I mean, just like a few years ago, you just started rapping July 16, 2016, bitch. I remember the day I was blessed in. That was crazy. After that, he had one like, you just crept in. Yeah, so he was like, you just crept in. That's some other shit. At 26, you decided to be a blood or a crip. Fuck is this? At that age, only red or blue you should be concerned with is Democrat or Republican. You know, so he got into a whole back and forth about, you know, stuff like that, you know, drugs being in the game. Dope. And it was, you know, kind of angling. You know, a lot of people, you know, say they try to figure out, you know, if his style is all aggression or all, you know, I mean, punch, or is it melodic, or is, you know, so. And in that mode, he was kind of angling, you know, talking about the blood and the cripping or anything like that. And then he was like, we got unlimited shots blazing. I'm hungry, so whoever eating off drugs get fed cases. That was crazy. That was crazy. So he was like, he got unlimited shots, blazing. So if and he hungry. So whoever eat off Drugz getting fed cases. So if you making money off drugs, you get a fed case. So that was dope. He also said rounds get dipped in piss. So when they hit, it's hit the blood tainted. So rounds get dipped in piss. So when they hit the blood tainted. So he was going off, man. It was a crazy round, dope round, true fault, and that was just the first. You know what I'm saying? So both strong first. Honestly, on the watch, me personally, I kind of edged the Drugz, but it kind of seemed like that first punch was heavier in the room, and then he set it back, and then that's when the camera started. And if I'm wrong about that, I'm mistaken, but I'm believing that's what they said, and I could kind of tell that he went back over that very first punch. So if that's true, I could see where even in the room that round could be a toss up. But in my mind, I think I gave that one to Drugz. Second round, Drugz put on the Black Forces. Of course, he got he was like, "What's happening to me? Like how how am I enraged?" He said, "This that dark force energy. Y'all gonna have to sage." So that was crazy. Basically, he put on the if Drugz, everybody know Drugz only wear Adidas. So he pulled out the Black Forces, put the Black Forces on, and he said he had that dark force energy. You know what I'm saying? After he's done, you gonna have to sage. He said, if you bring that shit to DC, you gonna die if we slide. So think twice before you storm the Capitol. You already died in a riot. Heavy, because True Foe just had battled royalty in a riot and lost the battle, slipped up. So that was a good punch. True second. He come out, had some nice bars. He said, "I'm from the rack, city of vultures. You know why they call it that? That's because it's the only place where bird niggas can thrive off death." So that was wild. You know what I'm saying? Basically, niggas is vultures. Eating off dead bodies. So that was dope. Talk about schooling a motherfucker and things of that nature. So he said, test true and see if they don't mark you for it. So test true and see if they don't mark you for it. You feel me? That was dope. He said, metal talons in the chamber shit remind me of Shaolin. That was crazy. He said, even niggas with snake eyes can see I'm solid because I'm known to keep Metal Gear solid. Snake eyes. You catch the reference. Solid second. To me, the second is the toss-up round. As I go over the bars now, which y'all just saying the bars back, thinking of how the bars hit in the room, that was the toss-up round. That's the round where I think it decides the battle. I think if I'm giving Drugz the first, I gave True Foe the second personally, and then the third is the next clearest round to me. So if you keep a score, we got 1-1 going into the third. That's why this is probably one of the best battles of Midnight Madness. I don't get paid for Midnight Madness. I get paid to come on here and do what I do. This is fun to me. I love battle rap. If y'all know about me, King Chaos, man, you can check the channel. We got battles, man. I manage battlers, man. We got the clothing line, man. You know what I mean? We working out here, man. We for the culture. We trying to bring it back. I'm showing a lot of love to Midwest. Salute to all my Midwest battlers, man. Salute to everybody at Raw Talent. Salute to everybody at One Shot down here in Nap. You know what I mean? Salute to all my local, superstars, all the little guys running around killing it around here in battle rap, man. This is what we bringing y'all on our channel, man. So Drugz third, man. Let's get into it. He started this third crazy, man. he basically talks about Truffaut. If y'all don't know, Truffaut's been shot, shot 10 times. So he basically is like, you got shot 10 times on 3 different occasions. Is it clear to me, or should you just start skipping the occasions? Like, nigga, he basically, the story is like he got shot on a birthday or something like that. So he basically like, nigga, you need to start skipping special occasions if that's when you get shot. Shit. It was a bar hitting the room, you know what I mean? Then along the same lines, he was like, who knew Hooters was dangerous? He said, you was literally down for them wings and got caught with a drum. So, again, talking about the chicken wing spot, Hooters. Who knew Hooters was dangerous? Then the build up from that was you literally was down for them wings and caught a drum. So that hit crazy in the room. Yeah, excuse me. So that was a dope one. Oh man, he had get caught up close, 2 banged, and stretch True out like 2 chains. So like get caught up close, 2 banged, and stretch True out like 2 chains. TRU University, man, 2 chains. But that was a dope line in the building. That was just a couple punches from the third. I want y'all to watch him. I just wanted to give y'all a few bars from each of them. That was Drugz third. He has some more dope lines coming after that, but we're gonna get into this True third. True gets into his third. In the beginning of his third, Drugz bends down to like tie a shoe or grab a bottle of water, and as Drugz gets down, True is getting down with him, rapping his bars. So that aggression, translated in the room, as you watching it, you can see that. He said, I know some members from 35th that would do a hit for a stack. I link up with them, and that's where the paid killers from the low end come at. So he basically, 35th in Chicago is called the low end. So he like, I know some members from the 35th that would do a hit for a stack. I link up with them, and that's when the paid killers from the low income at. That's dope. Then he after the paid killers, the low income paid killers, he said, drive by. If I'm behind the wheel, them your killers in the back. We don't ride fishbowls, so ain't no telling who in that. That's my definition of having murderer's intent. Murderous intent? We don't ride fish bowls, so that's my definition of murderous intent? Boy, that's wild. That's wild crazy. I'm going to end the bars on murderous intent, bro. We don't ride fish bowls. That's murderous intent. Man, y'all gotta see this. This is going to drop on YouTube in 72 hours like they've been doing all the other Midnight Madness battles, excuse me. So y'all gotta tap in. If you got the app, go check out that Truffaut and Drugz, man. Probably one of the best battles I've seen on Midnight Madness, man. Thanks for tapping in with About My Money TV. Thanks for tapping in with your boy King Chaos, man. I'm gonna be bringing y'all some more recaps, man. If y'all want more bars, man, I know I be butchering bars, man, but I'm gonna bring y'all the bars, man. If y'all want to hear the bars, man, just tap in, get in the comments, let me know what y'all like, what y'all don't like, who y'all want to hear from. I am gonna be bringing y'all interviews, man. I got some dope content coming up. We got some dope battles coming up in Nap this weekend, some fire battles. Got some stuff going on in Kokomo, so I'm gonna try to get down there and get some interviews for you guys, man. Some dope up and comers, and man, and a lot of people y'all know, man. So they got a rookies versus vets card going on at Raw Talent, man, and they also got a card coming up at One Shot. So I'm gonna definitely be in the building for those, man. Get y'all some interviews, get y'all some more content. It won't always be me up here talking, man, but if y'all rocking with me, man, let me know in the comments. Share, like, subscribe, and check out the website, man. Check out the merch, man. Check out all we got going on, man. And make sure you following us on our platform forums, man. Make sure you following us on Twitter. Everything will be in the description, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, GBM, MBM, nigga, Goonie gang shit, nigga. Y'all know what it is, nigga.